She was removed from her biological parents to protect her. But 1 week after custody changed again, 2-year-old SuLayah Williams was dead. This story begins in 2021 when the first child abuse report involving SuLayah was made. A woman named Denaejah claimed she was SuLayah's aunt, but according to the information in this case, she wasn't. She was actually an acquaintance of SuLayah's mother. The two women had lived together in a group home about 7 years earlier, but reportedly had not remained in contact. Then, Denaejah said she saw photographs on social media showing SuLayah with what appeared to be burn marks. So she made a child abuse report, and that report changed SuLayah's life. The little girl was removed from her mother's care and placed with Denaejah. But investigators later determined that the marks shown in the photograph were actually associated with a skin condition, not abuse. The judge eventually awarded custody of SuLayah to her biological father. For a moment, it appeared the little girl was going home to her parent, but Denaejah petitioned the court for custody again, and in January 2023, she was awarded custody of SuLayah once more. Her biological father had reportedly had custody for only about months. Then came the devastating part. Just 1 week after the custody change, 2-year-old SuLayah was found unresponsive. She had extensive bruising and injuries that appeared consistent with significant blunt force trauma. The medical examiner determined that her cause of death was blunt impact injuries to the torso, and investigators learned what allegedly happened inside that home. On the day SuLayah died, Denaejah went to work. SuLayah was left in the home with Denaejah's boyfriend and his nephew. According to the nephew's account to investigators, the boyfriend became angry because SuLayah had not cleaned up her toys. The allegation is horrifying. He kicked her twice, and afterwards SuLayah reportedly began foaming at the mouth. She would never come home again. A child who had entered the system because someone believed she needed protection. A child whose custody had already changed multiple times. A child who was eventually placed back into the care of the person originally reported the alleged abuse, was dead just 1 week after the custody decision. And that leaves one question that deserves serious examination. Did the system protect SuLayah? Because child welfare cases aren't just about paperwork, custody orders, or court dates. They're about children. And when a 2-year-old dies after years of adults and agencies becoming involved in her life, the question isn't simply what happened. It's who knew, who made the decisions, what warning